Diplomats Life is a show about one of the most versatile and important professions in the modern age of political conflicts and economic crisis. In this program, you will meet people who build bridges between countries and bring nations closer together. Austrian Ambassador to Kazakhstan, Gerhard will talk about the real snow, stereotypes that came to be true, and training in Carinthia. In our project, Diplomats Live, stay tuned. Castle Schönbrunn, the only thing that came to mind. It is in fact a very beautiful country. It is a European country with mountains and resorts. Well, I do not know as for Austria. I heard about it only because of football, that's all. They speak German, or in a language from the group of German languages. It is near other European countries, Austria, France, and Germany.
Hello, welcome to the Austrian Embassy. Well, let's go and see if people are working. By the way, this was at the Austrian Pavilion last year at the Expo. Austria has a vast experience in green energy. This rickshaw, a taxi, was driving around Expo territory.
Here you can see how Austria looks like in the winter. There is a lot of snow, like in Kazakhstan, a lot of real snow. You can enjoy skiing just like at Šimbolak.
Mi sedim i obsadajem, jest встречи, jest dyskusji, конечно, jest тоже karta.
This is a place where we can hold meetings and discussions. There is a map of Kazakhstan. I would like to travel to all the regions of the country. I already visited Korgos, Mangistau, southern Kazakhstan, Turkestan, and Kızıldağ region. I watched the rocket launch from Baikonur. It was very interesting. Well, let's move on.
Было очень интересно. И, ну так, поедем дальше.
Let's see if people are working here. Hello. Any news? So far none. How are you doing? I'm good, how are you? Everything's fine.
Я 4 года не работал в МИДе, но как вице-ректор.
I did not work at the Foreign Ministry in the last 4 years. At the time I worked as a provost of the Diplomatic Academy in Vienna. It was very interesting to communicate with students. By the way, I met several students from Kazakhstan, and I thought that it would be very interesting to work in the Central Asian region in the future.
Может быть интересно работать в Центральной Азии.
Later, I learned that there was a vacancy for the post of ambassador of Austria in Kazakhstan. I successfully passed the competitive selection, and for 2 years now, I have been working here in Kazakhstan. I am also an ambassador to Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Turkmenistan.
Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan.
I will make a report on the UN. This is a model or a simulation of how the discussions usually take place at the UN in New York or Vienna. This event takes place in cooperation with the Kazakh partners. I am very glad to do it, and I hope that it will be interesting for students.
Это с кооперацией с казахскими партнерами, и я очень рад и надеюсь, что будет интересно для студентов.
There are many students from Kazakhstan in Austria. Although there are not that many students, like in the US, at least 500 or 1,000 students who come to study for a month, 1 year or a full program. Kazakhs are very mobile. Education plays a big role.
The committee is important because when you go into the role play, yes?
I always liked this profession because I want to learn more about the world, and traditional culture is one of the most interesting aspects of this work, such as national dishes, dance, and Kazakh language. I speak very good Kazakh. It's not easy, but I've been studying it regularly 2 or 3 times a week. Kazakh language is very difficult, but there is little progress.
Более или менее у меня есть каждую неделю 2-3 урока казахский язык. Но казах великий, но прогресс есть чуть-чуть.
I like that the Kazakh name has its own meaning. The name of the Kazakh ambassador in Vienna, Gerhard, it means strong. And my assistant's name is Mireille, it means holiday. This is very interesting.
Или моя ассистентка Mireille, это тоже праздник, да? Это очень интересно. Это стереотип, но это правда, да? Опера, классический концерт, Mozart.
It's a stereotype, but it's true. Opera, classical concerts, Mozart, but Austrians love nature. The ambassadors always take into account what connects Austria to this or that country. Kazakhs also love nature. You have many mountains. Maybe not in Astana, but in the country there are many regions with mountains. We like to ski. I started to ski when I was 4 years old.
Горы, ну, может, не в Астане, но есть много регионов с горами, и мы любим кататься на лыжах, конечно. Это я начинал, как-то мне было 4 года.
In my spare time, I do sports. I've been playing table tennis. I've been doing this sport for a long time. I started 35 years ago. When I have the free time, I definitely play. So now you will see how the ambassador of Austria will play table tennis. Let's begin.
Начинаем. 2, 3. Экономические отношения.
Economic relations. The volume of trade between Austria and Kazakhstan last year increased by 10% compared with the previous year. In 2014, the turnover was about $2 billion. Later, it declined due to the devaluation and the global economic crisis. But in 2016 and 2017, the situation has improved.
Но в 2016 году и 2017 тренд был уже хорошо.
Each Kazakh region is interesting to us, not only Astana, not just Almaty. There are several regions in Austria, and they have their own important role. Businessmen usually cooperate there with regional administrations. Therefore, there is an interest in regional projects. There are projects, for example, within Mangostau and the most western region in Austria. There is also a project within East Kazakhstan and the Styria region, which is located in eastern Austria. There is also a joint project, Almaty-Graz. Graz is the second largest city of Austria, and also southern Kazakhstan and southern Austria.
Есть южно, кстати, есть южно Казахстан и южно Австрия. There
are a lot of companies in Austria that work in the field of green energy, such as wind, water, and this is interesting to Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, это интересно для Казахстана. Был в Экспо губернатор, то есть больше делегация, чиновники, бизнесменов.
There was a big delegation of officials and businessmen at the expo, and we met with people from South Kazakhstan. Later we welcomed a delegation from Shymkent in Austria, Carinthia. They saw opportunities of joint cooperation. We signed a memorandum with a specific list of projects, because the most important thing is not only to sign a memorandum where it is usually written that we really appreciate each other and willing to cooperate. Instead, we had a specific list, and one of these projects included a month specialized training of Kazakh delegation in Austria, in Carinthia. We held a competition with the Akimat of South Kazakhstan, but this is now the Turkestan region. A lot of work was done. Most importantly, that a company which have won has a special profile and range of interests.
И это, конечно, много работы, потому что самое важное это люди, которые это точно есть профиль для этого компании и которые тоже интересуются.
There are 50 embassies accredited in Kazakhstan, 30 ambassadors, 200.
Астана уже большой город, но еще есть все ближе легко. Я могу одновременно.
Astana is already a big city, and at the same time, everything is close and convenient to reach. I can attend reception in the evening and later be able to go to the movies. It's very comfortable. Before I have lived in Moscow for 5 years, it's a very interesting city. There are many different restaurants, but it's a very big metropolis. And if you have a meeting with a person in the south part of Moscow and dinner in the north of the city, the distance between will be like from Astana to Borovoye.
Ужин на север, это как ехать из Астаны в Боровой.
Kazakhstan and the countries of the world. Learn new competencies, meet interesting people, help in international organizations and
Rajdorf, Helmut, Gerhard, and Diplomatic Club Astana is considered open. Your applause.
This is the reception of the Diplomatic Club. It is a lot of fun. I think it will be even more fun. Receptions are not held every day, but this is an important part of diplomats' work. And as my daughter once said, I do not know what my father does during the day, but in the evening he will definitely attend a reception. It is always interesting to communicate with people, get acquainted, tell each other jokes. It is very informative.
Information, the most important aspect in the work of diplomats, so you need to attend receptions and social events.